Hi, I'm Katie and I'm the co-founder and one of the content creators at Pitch News. I came up with the idea of Pitch News because when I was teaching, I was using what was happening in the world around us a lot as a stimulus for learning, and it took me such a long time to find ideas and put resources and content together, and hopefully Pitch News does that for our schools. Our resource has developed a lot over the years, but I think my favourite part is still the simplicity of the poster image and the big open-ended thought-provoking question, because I think it's really accessible for everybody and it encourages learning from the world around us, not just about it.
Hi, I'm Rob, and my role within Pitch News is very much behind the scenes. It's about trying to help make sure everything goes as smoothly as possible. For me, there's two things that stand out while I love Pitch News. The first is I could imagine using Pitch News as a child and in a class, and I think I've always been a relatively shy and quiet person. There'd be some of the topics that we cover and some of the stories would really resonate with me, and it would make me sort of have an opinion, and it would help me to sort of find my inner voice a little bit earlier in. I think the second is as a parent, we live in very challenging times at the moment, and there's an awful lot of information out there, and I think one of the most important things at the moment is to help children, to help teach children skills and critique things and question things, I suppose. And one thing that Pitch News does do every week is it does question things. It questions morals, it questions preconception, and it's these skills and it's like the critical thinking angle really that is so important to a child now.
Hiya, I'm Katie and I'm part of the education team at Pitch News. As part of my job, I run the social media, write the newsletters and blogs, and proofread all of the Pitch News resources. I absolutely love working for Pitch News, especially seeing all of the inspiring ways that schools bring the resources to life through eye-catching displays and fun-related activities, because I think it's through doing this that ultimately helps children to learn from the news, use their voice and care about the world around them.
Hi, I'm Lisa and I'm the Early Years Consultant here at Pitch News. I write all the content for the Early Years packs, as well as any Early Years webinars or training that you might need. And what I love about Pitch News is how the resources really help children to find out about so many different things that are happening all over the world. They really inspire children to develop new interests and share their knowledge and experiences, and this helps us to find out so much more about them.
Hi, I'm Chloe and I'm one of the education consultants here at Pitch News. I spend most of my time writing our resources, leading training and webinars for staff and students, and I also get to meet with schools and see the brilliant ways everybody is using Pitch News, and I also find out how we can make the resources even better. What I love most about the resources is probably how inspiring they are to me. So learning about tourism on Mount Everest makes me go outside for a long walk, or finding out about new stadiums inspires me to go and see a football game. I also love hearing all the different thoughts and feelings that can come from the same news story. I just find it's such a great way to get everybody thinking and talking, and hopefully you find the same.
Hi, I'm Nika and I'm part of the admin team here at Pitch News. One of the things I love about Pitch News is that we have all our previous packs and further useful resources available on our online area for our subscribers. The coverage documents that we send out at the end of each half term are also brilliant because they list all of the news stories and values that we've covered in one handy document.
Hi everyone, my name is Noor and I am an education consultant here at Pitch News. I write most of the content for Pitch News Talk and Global. One of the reasons why I like working here at Pitch News is because of the team. We're always supporting each other, sharing ideas and working together to create something meaningful. I think that shows in the resources we make every week.
Hi, my name's Thomas and I make a lot of the video, social media content that you see at Picture News. One of my favourite things that I love about Picture News is that it is so simple to just pick up and run assemblies and lessons from. I also do a little bit of supply teaching, and whenever I'm in schools, if I have free time, it's really easy to lean on Picture News to showcase all of the current affairs that are going on, and to do that in a child-friendly manner that supports children with understanding important things like media literacy and protected characteristics, along with things like British values too.
Hi, I'm Ruth and I work in the Picture News admin team, and I love responding to our school's questions and queries and helping them to access all of our resources and our training. I also have the pleasure of researching positive news stories for our mini newspaper, and I absolutely love to see all the comments and thoughts that come through from pupils on the stories. Anytime.
Hello everyone, I'm Susie and I am one of the education consultants here at Picture News. I help to create the content for Picture News Primary and write the resources for Key Stage 1, as well as doing lots of proofreading, fact-checking and editing. The thing I love most about Picture News is how it makes important news stories and current affairs accessible and relevant for young children. It makes me so happy to see videos and photos sent in from schools showing how so many children are able to engage with the news stories. I also love to see if schools complete any of the follow-up activities that we design, so please do keep sending in your photos and videos because we love to see them.